Good evening, everyone. This is really a wonderful subject, eliminating losers. So Tuesday, we discussed eliminating losers through discards, through roughing finesses and discarding losers on losers, which is a fun way of making contracts. Everybody's in a hurry to trump with their trumps. But tonight, and as I said on Tuesday night, that in order to eliminate losers, first of all, we have to be in a trump suit. We cannot do it in no trump. Second of all, I'm trying to get everyone to understand that before they play a hand, one hand becomes the master hand. What is the master hand? The hand you want to make good. We cannot play from hand to hand and not know which is going to be the good hand. So I want to train all of you that the minute dummy hits the table, one hand is going to be the good hand, and that is the way we're going to work out how our losers are, whether they're in the long hand with the long trumps or with the short trumps. And in order to eliminate losers, we have to look at the dummy and see if we can rough our losers with the short trumps and not with the long trumps. I'm going to load the hand for you now and bring up hand number 2. Hand number 2, you should all be getting it now. And we're sharing the screen. And looking at the hand, East is going to open the auction with 1 heart. South has got far too many points to overcall 1 spade. In order to show the strength of the South hand, we learned when we did take our doubles that we double with 12 to 17 points. If we want to double, we'll double with 12 to 17, but then we can't bid again. Anytime we have over 17 high card points and you want to bid again, we double first and then we bid. So between 12 and 17, it's nice to do an overcall. And if you aren't that strong like tonight's hand, we would double on this hand. A double and a bid shows 18 or more high card points. Partner's going to bid 2 clubs. And 2 clubs is 0 to 8 points, everybody. It doesn't show much. Pass by East. Now when you bid 2 spades, you've doubled and you've bid. That guarantees a very, very strong hand. If you had less points, you would just overcall 1 spade over 1 heart. Partner knows you have 18 or more, and with a spade fit and a doubleton diamond, you must bid game. 4 spades. You upgrade your hand. And that's the contract. I hope all of you got your 4 spades on this hand. Please don't overcall with 18 or more high card points. You must double first to show the strength. We lead partner suit. When we lead partner suit and we have 3 or 4 cards, we lead the lowest card. It does not promise an honor. We need to tell partner that we have a minimum of 3 or 4 cards in the bid suit. So now we need to look at our losers. In the spade suit, we have none. In the heart suit, we've got 2, which is the master hand. The master hand is the one usually with the long trumps. That's the South hand. So South is the hand we want to make the good hand. In the club suit, we've got 1 club loser and 2 heart losers. Look at the diamond suit, everybody. We have 2 diamond losers. So that's too many. That means we've got 5 losers. We've got 2 hearts, a club is 3, and 2 diamonds. How do we get rid of our 2 diamonds? We look at dummy if dummy can help us. Dummy has got a shortage in diamonds, so it is our duty to take care. Watch this, everybody. We always play the lowest of touching cards, 3rd hand. If you play the ace, you cannot have the king. If you play the king, you cannot have the queen. There's only one other suit to come back. Partner showed you 3 hearts. You know partner's got another heart, and you're not going to waste your time playing another heart because that's a waste of time. Partner's got a heart. So you're going to come back the diamond suit, the weak suit on the table. You cannot touch the club suit. You've got the king, dummy's got the queen. You're coming back the 9 of diamonds. Take your ace of diamonds. Take your king of diamonds. And now you need to trump your diamonds. Each showed a doubleton. They could lie, but don't take a chance. Put up the king. The ace, the jack, the 10, and the 9 are all the same value. There you go. They can't overruff. That's your first hurdle over. Now, you don't have to use a club to your hand. You can easily either trump a heart, which I don't like to shorten myself for nothing. I would play the 4 of spades to the 9. They're all the same value. And I'll take the jack of diamonds. And I'm going to trump my loser with the queen of spades. Now you can shorten yourself in the hearts if you wish. It doesn't matter. At least they follow to the spade. And you can trump with the 2 because they let a low one showing 3. That's very important that you look at the lead.
Oh, boy.
Now you can draw the ace of spades. And now you just pray sometimes there's a singleton king of clubs somewhere. We'll draw the last trump. And I never give up a trick without laying down my ace first. That's one of my safety plays. I want all of you to remember that. There are many times where you want to play away from an ace. You never know when there's a singleton king around. It costs you nothing. And now you lay down the ace and you give them 1 club, and now you can't go down. As long as you trump your losers with the short trumps in the dummy. That is the only way we can eliminate losers. Are there any questions on this hand? Any questions? No one? No one. All right. Before I start the next hand.
Sorry, Linda.
Yes.
You are claiming 4 spades on this hand. However, East started with a 1 heart bid.
Correct.
And, West passed.
Yes. West must pass.
We doubled them and we took them out for, I think it was 2 under on them.
But you're making a vulnerable game. And they're not vulnerable. Getting them down 2 or 3 is not going to be the same as a 620, making a vulnerable game.
True.
And partner can't leave in the double. Partner hasn't got 5 or 6 hearts to leave it in. Partner has to bid even with 0 points in the hand. If the bidding went 1 heart double and it went pass, North can never ever pass 1 heart doubled without 5 or 6 hearts and good trumps. We have got to bid no matter what happens. Never can we leave it in. Even with 0 points.
Pass.
Huh?
I actually was North and I passed on that.
No, you must never pass a double. Never ever, because all doubles are takeout. All doubles are takeout. As long as you've never bid, all doubles are takeout doubles. Okay?
Linda?
Yes.
You have to have 18 plus high card points to double.
And bid. No, you could double with 12 points.
Okay.
But I want to differentiate between a overcall and a takeout double when you're so strong. You can double with an opening hand, but I love to get my 5-card majors in first. I always like to bid my 5-card major up to 17 points because I don't want to lose my 5-3 fit. So anytime I'm strong enough to double and then bid, I do that with 18 or more. I want my partner to know that I have 18 or more. But
So-
up to 17, I will overcall a 5-card suit and maybe double later. So you double
it would be
later.
better for the South to have said they had 18 points by bidding something else.
Right. You can overcall a spade if you have up to 17 points. And if the bidding dies at 2 hearts, you can now double. So let's say the bidding went 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 hearts, pass, pass. Now I would double or bid 2 diamonds. But I never want to lose my 5-3 fit. We cannot double and then bid a suit. It shows a very strong hand. So usually it's up to you to show that 5 cards major. Get it in now while you can. But not this time. You're too strong.
Huh.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Any other questions? None? Okay. I just want to mention something about setting up the master hand. One of the biggest mistakes I see at the bridge table with new players is that when the opponents lead a suit and you have a singleton in your hand, the hand with the long trumps, you automatically go and trump to tell everyone you had a singleton in your hand. I want it to stop immediately from tonight. Never again. If you're going to set up the hand with the long trumps, those long trumps are going to be yours till the end of the hand. And therefore, I don't want you telling people you have a singleton, okay? I'm mentioning it because I want one hand to be the master hand. We never ruff with long trumps, only with the short trumps, everybody. All right. The opening bid is on this hand. Looks like 1 heart. Pass by north. 1 spade by east. Pass by south. And now you have to make another bid, and you cannot rebid a no trump because you're unbalanced and you have an unstopped doubleton. So you bid 2 clubs. It says I've got 9 cards. I have 5 hearts and 4 clubs. Coming in with the south hand over 1 spade, okay, without an entry could be very dangerous, vulnerable. If you want to come in with 2 clubs, west will pass, and the bidding would go pass by north, and then the east hand has a 7-card spade suit. Now, the first time you bid a spade shows 4 spades. You have 9 high card points. You don't have a heart fit, but that 7-card suit just looks too enticing to pass. You've got to do something. You should treat this as an invitational hand. I would never bid 2 spades with 9 high card and a 7-card suit. You should jump in an old suit to 3 spades. All jumps in old suits are invitational. They show 9 to 11 and a 6 or 7-card suit. And with your ace, queen of spades and a doubleton diamond, you know those are working cards. You should accept the invitation and bid 4 spades. That's the right contract, 4 spades. You have 13 high card, and 1 for the doubleton is 14. Partner showing 11, invitational, that's 25. You bid again. And the lead is the king of clubs. I think it is automatically top of a sequence. All right, everybody. The master hand. The hand we want to make the good hand is the hand with the long trumps. In the spade suit, we have no losers. In the hearts, we may have 2 losers. In the clubs, we've got no losers. And in the diamonds, we're looking at 2 diamond losers. So that could be 2 hearts and 2 diamonds. That's 1 too many. So I did just mention to you a minute ago that you're not to get trumpitis. You've got the ace of clubs. You don't have to tell partner that you, the opponents, that you have a singleton. You will never ruff for nothing. Ruffing for nothing with long trumps are yours till the end of the hand. One of the biggest mistakes in this game of bridge is getting trumpitis. Oh, I love to ruff. You don't want to ever ruff a club, ever. No, definitely not. So now we have to look at the diamond suit. We have 2 trumps in the dummy. We have 3 diamonds in our hand and 2 in the dummy. We've got to take out insurance. We always want to ruff with the short trumps in the dummy. 9 of diamonds, little diamond, and duck it. Don't take the ace. I want you to keep communication immediately, and they'll win the 10. Now, they don't know you have no more clubs, but let's play the queen of clubs. Now you have to ruff it. That's fine. One day you ruff too many and then you're in trouble. Now you're in total control of the whole hand. Ace of diamonds. Ruffing our losers with the short trumps in dummy. You can ruff with the ace or the queen. It doesn't matter. They're the same value. You took care of your loser. Cash your queen of spades. Get it out of your way. And play another club. Okay, and trumpet. And now you'll draw the children off the streets, the trumps, and hope they break. And it doesn't matter. You've got the jack. And now your only chance is that the ace of hearts is in the south hand. All the trumps have gone. And you play towards your honor. 1 shot only, you put up the king. And you will lose 2 heart tricks. And 1 diamond trick. And now you make the hand. I should let it finish. Let me cancel. And now I'll claim. And you make the contract. Are there any questions about trumping with the short trumps in the dummy? Any questions, everybody? I hope you all got to game. No questions? I don't see any hands up. Oh, well, everyone's happy. You all made it, right? Everyone made it. It was easy, right? Okay.
No, our opponents forgot to keep a spade in the dummy.
Right.
They
Because everyone's in a hurry.
they started drawing their spades, and we bid
I
it really
know.
funny, but they still made it up to 4 spades.
Oh my God. The problem is that everyone was taught in the very beginning. Draw trumps, draw trumps. That's all you hear. But there are exceptions, and these are the exceptions. How to eliminate losers in the hand with the long trumps.
Linda, would you mind doing board 7, please?
I will. After I've done the next hand, number 9,
Okay.
I will do number 7, because this is one of my hands I want to talk about. And then we'll do number 7. Good. All right, the dealer is north. Pass. 1 heart. Pass by south. Now let's talk about what we should bid on this hand. Some teachers say you should only bid 3 hearts with 4 trumps. You should bid 2 diamonds just to show 11 points and then support hearts later. I like to show support with support and take away as much bidding space from the opponents at the first opportunity. So when I jump to 3 hearts, I show an invitational hand, 11 or 12 points, and 3 or 4 hearts. That's my style, but everybody's got a different style. And now when partner bids 3 hearts, you know you've got a doubleton and you have more than enough points to accept the invitation, and you bid 4 hearts. As I said, if you want to bid 2 diamonds first and then go around a scenic tour, you heard me talk about it. Don't take your partner on a scenic tour when you've got a limited hand. Show support with support at the first opportunity. The only time I would do that scenic tour is if I had a really good hand and an opening hand, then I will bid 2 diamonds. But anytime you've got a limited hand, whether it's weak, 2 or 3 hearts, do it at the first opportunity. Don't allow people to come in for a lead. One day it'll go 1 heart, it'll go past, you'll bid 2 diamonds, and the next hand will bid 2 spades, and then not on this hand, on another hand, and then they find a sacrifice. They're not vulnerable, you're vulnerable, and they've already come in at the 2 level, and they get to 4 spades, and they stop you from making your 4 hearts, and they find a wonderful sacrifice. So to me, the quicker you can show your hand, the better, and now they can't come in so easily. Okay, everybody? Good. We have a natural lead of the Jack of Spades, top of a sequence. Let's look at the losers. In the heart suit, we have no losers. In the spade suit, we've got no losers. In the diamond suit, we've got 1 loser. In the club suit, which is the master hand, the one with the long trumps, we have 3 club losers and a diamond. If you draw the trumps, you're going to go down. You're going to lose the 7 of diamonds and you're going to lose 3 club tricks. It is your duty to get to work. Now, let's get to work now, everybody. Win the king of spades. Second hand low doesn't apply to declarer. And play the jack of clubs and pretend you're taking a finesse. And you give it to them. And what are they going to come back? Well, they're not going to come back as spade because they know you're not leading away from the ace. We don't lead away from an ace in a suit contract. So we know declarer has the ace of spades. We can't play diamonds because you've got the queen 10 over the jack. That's very dangerous. I wouldn't touch the diamond suit. The best return you could do is to come back a trump. That's the only return. Okay? Win the king. Doesn't matter what you win. And now you play the 9 of clubs. And they win the 10. So you're 1 trick ahead of them. You only have to ruff 1 club. But they must follow partner's defense. Another trump. Leave that ace in the dummy. You need it very badly. And take that little 7 of clubs and trump it with the ace of hearts. And now you've eliminated that club loser. You can play a diamond to the ace if you don't want to touch spades. And now you can draw the children off the streets, all the trumps. And then you make the hand. So I want to train all of you that before you start playing a hand, please look at the hand with the long trumps. Count your losers and see where you can eliminate losers, preferably with the short trumps in the dummy. Give up this trick and the rest are yours. And you should all make this hand. Easy, right?
Was there anything defense could have done? If they played
a trump lead would have beaten it. But who's going to find a trump lead when you've got such a beautiful sequence in spades? A trump lead and a trump back and a trump again, they can't ruff a club. So that's the only thing that would beat it, but you're never going to find that lead. But it's easy, right? When you look at the hand, right?
For you.
Yeah, not that easy.
Right, it is. Because if you know that you've got the long trumps and you're looking at 3 clubs in your hand and you look at dummy with 2, you know we've got to ruff with the short trumps in the dummy. Because I'm training you to remember. We set up one hand when we play bridge, only one hand. I don't want you floundering from hand to hand and not knowing which is going to be the good hand. So the good hand's the one with the long trumps. So on this one, it's the long trumps. So now you know exactly what you have to play first. All right. Did you say you wanted hand number 7? Are there any questions on this hand? None.
We have questions on 7 too. We have
Are
a
there
lot of
any
questions.
more on number 9? We've just got to start getting you to be aware. I'm making you aware. I'm sowing the seed so that eventually it will come to fruition, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's look at number 7. I don't know it at all. All right, I'm looking at number 7. We are going to open the auction south with 1 diamond. We have enough points to open. It's going to go past by west. And it's going to go 1 heart by north. Pass by east. 1 spade by south. Pass by west. Now you have an opening hand opposite an opening hand. We've bid 3 suits. But when I bid a heart, my partner doesn't know that I have 5. When I bid a heart, it could be a 4-card heart suit. And this is what we're going to be discussing in March. It's still a long time away, but I'm going to mention it to you today, that the unbid suit, we bid 3 suits. The 4th suit, a new suit by responder, is 100% forcing to gain 2 clubs. That is called the 4th suit. We've bid 3 suits, diamonds, hearts, and spades. So when we bid the 4th suit, it asks 3 questions, everybody. And I'm going to write them at the bottom because I think you should all know what the 3 questions are when it comes to 4th suit. 4th suit is a game force. Partner, tell me the following. Number 1, I'm typing it in for you. I want to know your shape. Maybe you 6 diamonds and 5 spades. I don't know. Number 2, I'm just typing them all in for you. I want to know, do you have delayed support for me? That means 3-card support for me. Yes, you do. So you bid 2 hearts. I have 3 hearts with you, partner. Number 3, if you do not have number 1 and you do not have number 2, this is number 3. These are the 3 principles of 4th suit forcing to gain. You don't have shape. You don't have support for me. Do you have a stopper in the 4th suit? That is the 3rd question. If you don't have 3 hearts, do you have a stopper in clubs? On this particular hand, if you never had 3 hearts and you had 2 hearts and 2 clubs, you would just bid over 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, and then partner would go 3, no trump. I've got the club stopper, partner. But on this particular hand, you can now go to 4 hearts because partner showed you the 2nd one, delayed support for me. And that is what 4th suit means. It has nothing to do with the suit. It just asks those 3 questions. And I think it makes it very easy for you to know. Number 1 is shape. Number 2, support for me, delayed support for me. And number 3, if you don't have that, Do you have a stopper in the unbid suit? And if you don't have a stopper, just repeat your diamond suit, and then the responder will bid 3 no trump. How does that sound to all of you?
I
Easy.
like 3 no trump.
I don't. I like 4 hearts. I don't like 3 no trump with a singleton. I never like 3 no trump with a singleton. But I like to play in a 5-3 major suit fit.
Because there's more points for the major game than the
Absolutely, especially if the club is wrong and you lose you can lose many control of many hands.
We made 5 no trump.
Okay, or maybe on this hand you made 5 no trump, but maybe you can make 6 hearts. Have you tried to make 6 hearts? How about making 6 hearts?
Show me how. I bet
okay, you're ready to go, everybody.
Well, let me ask a question before you go. So when you say the first question is shape, what are you asking for, and how do you tell the answer?
Okay, you opened a diamond, it could be 4. When partner bids a heart, it could be 4. And when you bid a spade, it could be 4. When you ask for suit, you could have 5 diamonds and 4 spades. You don't have extreme shape. But what happens if you've got 6 diamonds and 5 spades? You would bid the spade suit again to show 6 diamonds and 5 spades. That shows shape. Extreme shape.
Well, so why does the spade show that?
Because if you've got 5 spades and 6 diamonds, we never open the spade, we open the minor first. Length first. Second suit twice. That is the rule of bidding. If you've got 6 diamonds and 5 spades, you never open a spade. They're untouching suits. You open a diamond and you bid spades 2 times. That shows 6 diamonds and 5 spades. That's shape. That's how you show shape. Now, if you don't have a club stopper and this was 2 hearts and 2 clubs, you would bid 2 diamonds over 2 clubs. Partner, I don't have a club stopper and I don't have shape. And that's how you would get there.
So, Linda.
Yes.
We played it in no trump and I made 7 no trump, but I wondered if we could have bid it.
You made it because they led a club, right?
I don't remember what they led.
Okay, let's talk about suit establishment. We have a 5-2 diamond fit. We have no diamond. Let's count the losers, everybody. Okay? In the heart suit, we have 1 loser. In the spades, we have 1 loser. In the diamonds, we have no losers. We have the ace and we have the king. In the clubs, we got 2 losers. But we could trump the clubs with our short trumps in the dummy. That would be very nice, wouldn't it? So let's say we didn't get the lead of a club.
They led
if they led a club, they make it very easy for you.
Yeah, they led with deuce club.
Okay, so let's say they led the deuce clubs. Okay? Watch what happens when they lead the deuce clubs. You win the queen. Okay? You want to keep control of the club suit. Take your 7 of clubs. Okay? And trump it. Just to keep control. Now take a heart and finesse the heart. And the heart works. If it worked once, it's going to work again, right? So now we need to find out and try it again. Let's take a spade. And let's try the heart again because we're not sure if it's going to break. Oh, that was great. Now we're going to do the heart again. And throw the spade away. We don't need that spade. Now we go for suit establishment again. We have a 5-2 fit. The queen could come down doubleton. The queen could come down 3 times if we rough one. We don't know how they're going to divide. If they're 3-3, which is only 32%, you never know. So let's try it. No finesses. Can't afford it. The ace is an ace is an ace. You take the ace when it's an ace. Take a diamond, trumpet, and hope they break 3 and 3. And now you make the rest of the hand and you make 13 tricks.
Oh.
And now you can throw away your spade on the jack of diamonds. And that's the end of the hand. 13 tricks in this hand. How's that? Any questions?
I think we were in 3 no trump in that one, +2.
You made 13 in hearts. How many did you make in no trump?
I made 13.
Because the queen of diamonds was right. But if the queen of diamonds is in the west hand, you're not making 13 tricks.
Mm-hmm.
That's only because the queen was in the right place.
Yeah.
Is
But
it
if the
possible
queen-
to bid that?
Huh?
Is it possible to bid that? Bid slam?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it's that possible. Maybe you could try. Let me work it out.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure that partner's got 5-4. Partner could have 2 little clubs. No, I don't think it's that possible. You're relying on a finesse as well. You're missing the king of trumps.
Linda, somebody's asking why not open board 7 with 1 no trump in the north.
But they're not the opener. South's the opener.
There you go.
That's the answer. South has to open a diamond. If North was the opener, North could open 1 no trump. I would definitely open 1 no trump with the North hand. 5, 3, 3, 2. I open 1 no trump. It would go Stamen, 2 clubs. Partner would bid 2 hearts, and you now are going to just bid 3 no trump and hope partner's got a good club stopper for you. And that's how it would be if North had to open the bidding. Any other questions?
Linda, would you just show us board 12, the bidding, please?
Could I ask a question about this one right here?
Sure.
Just real quick. Okay. I always thought that it goes major, no trump, minor. So you've got the 5 hearts. Why wouldn't you say 1 heart? Why would you say 1 no?
Because you've got no rebid. If you bid 1 heart and partner bids 1 no trump, what's your next bid? You can't bid 2 no because that shows 18, 19. And partner's 1 no trump is 6 to a bad 10. You can miss a game. So when you have no rebid, you should open 1 no trump. The only time I don't open 1 no trump is when I've got 17 and a 5-card, a good 5-card suit to an honor. It doesn't have to be a major. I treat that as 18. But with 15, 16, I always open the no trump because I do not have a rebid.
And so what is that? Why don't you have a rebid? I don't understand that.
Because if you open a heart and partner bids 1 no trump, what's your next bid? If partner's got 9 or 10 points, what is your next bid? You haven't got another bid. And that's the whole problem. When you don't have a rebid, you've got a problem because partner shows 6 to a bad 10. And you've got 16, you've got too many points, and you can't bid 2 no trump because 2 no trump shows 18, 19. That is why you have to open 1 no trump with 15, 16. If this was 17, I would open a heart and jump to 2 no trump.
And so, so it's 1 no, and what is South say then?
To Stamen, 2 clubs, Stamen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Any other question? Okay, Carol, you wanted number 12?
Yes, just the bidding.
Just the bidding.
We passed out on that.
Oh my God. I don't know why they passed this handout. I really don't know. I don't know it, but I'll look at it. West is the opener. You've got 11 high card and a good 6-card suit. This hand is far too good for a week 2, everybody. You have the requirements of an opening hand, which is 2.5 defensive tricks. An ace, king, or 2 in 1 suit, and an outside king is a half. I would always open one spade on this hand. I would never pass, and I would never open a weak two. It is far too strong. It's going to go one spade, pass, and now this is the hand that's in question. I would bet 3 spades. Invitational. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And now this hand is not going to accept the invitation. I can't imagine this hand accepting. You've got a minimum hand. I would pass and pass 3 spades.
Linda, I accepted that at 4 spades.
I wouldn't. I don't see any feature that appeals to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You accepted the invitation, and did you make it?
Yes, I did.
You did? Wow. Okay. I don't see any feature that would allow me to accept the invitation. I've barely opened the hand.
There, it was a fluke on one card. I think it was a...
You can lose 2 diamonds and 2 hearts.
We should have, but I think I only lost 2 diamonds and 1 heart.
Well, that was because someone let the ace from space and gave you the king.
Something like that.
Oh, I know. I would never be in a game on that hand. Never. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. I did say to you, and I'm going to tell all of you again, that if ever you're invited to game, this is just my little tip. Don't tell anyone, but you'll all hear it anyway. If ever you're invited to game, either as opener or as responder, and you have a singleton in the hand, always accept an invitation. But I don't see anything that resembles that at all.
What is a good lead for that then?
On this hand, I'm either going to lead the 5 of clubs or a trump. I do not lead aces from spaces.
Right.
Never. I'm leading the 5 of clubs or a trump. You have the opportunity of setting up the jack of clubs for a discard to make the extra trick if they don't find the diamond one. So let's say you leave the 5 of clubs, okay? Sorry, I meant the 5. Second highest, I don't leave the 2. The 2 shows an honor. Right. Now, looking at the hand, you've got 10 trumps between you. All right, so let's try and see what we can do here. As long as they all follow, I'm happy. Okay, I'm going to play another club. I'm not taking a finesse. A trick is a trick is a trick. And now I'm going to play the 3 of clubs and hope the queen comes down. And ruff it with the king of spades. Now I can play a little spade to the 9. Put up the queen. And use my jack of clubs to throw away my diamond. And you're setting up the hand with the long trumps. Throwing the hearts isn't going to make you rich because dummy's only got 2 hearts anyway. So you throw away your losers from the hand with the long trump, and now you can throw away your diamond loser on the jack of clubs. That's another way of making that extra trick. Now I've got 1 chance only. Where is the ace of hearts? Little heart to the king. If the ace is in the south hand, the king is a trick. If the ace is over the king, doesn't matter anyway. And all I'm going to lose now are 2 heart tricks and a diamond and make the contract. Lucky contract if that queen of clubs comes down. If that queen of clubs doesn't come down, I am not making the contract.
So Linda, let's see here. When do you say you ruffed and when do you say you trump?
Ruff and trump are the same words.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Linda,
Some say ruff, some say trump.
Linda,
Yes.
on this hand, East went to after it went precisely. The bidding went precisely as you said, except that after West bid 2 spades, indicating that they had 6. East knew they had 4, so they bid with 10 points and 11 points in the law of total.
But what if they bid over 1 spade? That's what I'm concerned about.
Oh, 2 clubs.
They bid 2 clubs?
Yep.
I don't like to bid a new suit when I can show the fit at the first opportunity with a limited hand. That is how the opponents get to find sacrifices. Let's say the bidding goes 1 spade past 2 clubs. Now, if South was 5-5 in the red suits, they could bid 2 no trump and say, hey, partner, we've now got 10 cards in the red suits. Let's sacrifice. So why let people...
I do
not
understand
on this hand, but on another hand.
No, I do understand that's a possibility. But
well, that is the main reason.
Well, because it went that way, West bid
on the law, on the law of total tricks.
Correct. And then East went to 4 spades on the law of total tricks. Is that okay?
I would just bid 3 spades and let my partner make the decision if she's got any redeeming features. And I don't see any redeeming feature here. It was a lucky contract for the Queen of Clubs to come down. But if the Queen of Clubs doesn't come down, you're losing 2 diamonds and 2 hearts. So that is how it goes. But I don't want
that's true.
Huh?
Okay, of course, it's also a remote possibility that there's 5 and 5. The percentages aren't that much different. But I do understand what you were saying.
I'm trying to get across that I don't like going on the scenic tour with a limited hand.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, pleasure. Anybody else? None. All right, everyone's happy? All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
When you have 4-4 in trump, how do you decide the strongest hand?
Good question.
I'll tell you how. And that's a very good question. How do you know which is the master hand when you play with 4 cards opposite 4 cards? I will tell you. When you get shortened into a 4-3 fit, you then change horses. You now develop the hand with the 4-card suit, not the 3-card suit. That is how you know. If you get shortened into a 4-3 fit, you set up the hand with the 4-card suit, not the 3-card suit. Also, if you've got better trumps in one hand with 4-4, you set up the hand with the better trumps, not with the worst trumps. And that is how you also make that decision. That's an excellent question. Mm-hmm. Really good. Does that help you?
Yes, thank you.
My pleasure. All right. Anything else? Linda, someone's asking a question. Yes, Linda. Linda's asking. Linda?
I just asked that question and I haven't lowered my hand.
Oh, okay. But at least you got the good answer, right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
That's a pleasure. That was an excellent question. All right. Any others before we stop?
I have a question.
Sure.
My question is, so if you know what the master hand is, then you try to get rid of your losers in the master hand and trump in the other hand?
Trumps, correct.
That's correct. Okay, thank you.
That's the most important part of play of the hand. When I see people trumping for nothing because they had a singleton in their hand with the long trumps, it is not the way to go. I see people lose total control of a hand because they get what's called trumpitis, roughitis. They just want to rough. They just want to trump for fun. It doesn't work that way. You set up one hand, and that is how we look at a hand. And every time we play, in all the lessons, all the games, you're going to hear me say to you, which is the master hand. And from then onwards, bridge will become so much easier for you. Trust me, much easier. You'll understand the game so much better.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you've all had a great time.
Linda, where do we find out our results?
Your results are on Live for Clubs. If you go to acbl.org, the first thing that comes up is like a trophy and it says Live for Clubs. You click on it and you put in the club number 90994 and then it'll come up and you'll get all the results.
I just pasted the link in the chat if you want to just click it.
Good. Okay.
Thank you.
Linda, I have another question.
Yes.
How do we find out about the games on Mondays, Wednesdays, and I think it's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays? And what time of the day are they?
So the Monday and the Friday are at 2 o'clock for the 0 to 20 and at 2:10 for the other game. And on Wednesdays, it's in the morning. It starts at 10:30 for the 0 to 20 and 10 minutes later for the others. So Monday and Friday, that's Eastern. Those are Eastern times.
Yeah, that was my question. You said 10:30 for 0 to 20 and 10:30 for 0 to 50?
And 10 minutes after the first one is when we start the second one. That's what we do every time. So 10:30 is the 0 to 20 and the other game, which actually is a 99er on those days.
What does 99er mean?
0 to 99.
Oh, okay.
And that'll be 10 minutes later.
And so there's just those 2 days, Monday and Friday.
And well, that's at 2 in the afternoon and 2:10
And that's
on Monday and Friday. On Wednesday, it's at 10:30 in the morning.
Okay, I misunderstood. Monday and Friday is 2 in the afternoon, and Wednesday is 10:30.
Yes, and those are Eastern times.
And it starts next week.
And it comes online 3 hours prior to the time that it starts?
2 hours, yes.
2 hours? Okay. Thank you so much.
Sure. I just pasted the link to the community game page. You can go check out the schedules and stuff there if you want.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to stop the call recording and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks, Linda.
And next week, we're going to be learning about traps to avoid as an opener. Mistakes that openers make. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you,
Bye.
Linda.
Bye.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank